Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you to... Did you just... That was a lot of interesting things you just had under your hat, little girl. A Hat in Time, Danganronpa edition. Now, last time... Now, this is not Trial 6, like we're all looking forward to. No. This is Trial 5, once again, because last time you'll remember that there was apparently 2 endings to Trial 5, and I haven't got round to doing the second ending. Why haven't I done that? Well, I'm doing it now. And there's another thing attached to this, which is these other cheat codes. Now, we can enter the cheat codes we're giving at the end of the game to determine when we get which part of the trial we go to. But no, we're gonna read through this whole trial, aren't we, Mr. Second Man? Second Man, initiating choice. Who do you want to survive this trial? The survivor of the trial is whoever is... The survivor of the trial is based on the movie award from your playthrough. So whoever you pick as the survivor here loses the reward but survives the trial. We had DJ Groove survive the trial last time. Let's have Mr. Conductor do it this time. The following things will be changed during your route. 1. Most of the trial will go differently using the same setup. Got it, so we're going to be watching the entire trial again. 2. Certain passwords can only be found in Pacific routes. 3. Greg and Walter's support conversation will go with each other will go differently. 4. 2 pieces of evidence will swapped out. 5. All non-stop debates and Hangman's Gambit are different. 6. The mixed music option will use different tracks. 7. The B-plot is a unique scene involving the blackened that died. 8. The first pre-trial scene involving the non-blackened will be different, as will the scene after the execution involving burning the contracts. 9. The execution is different. Everything else is the same. Noted. We'll make sure to include those bits in the video then. And yes, we would like to enter another cheat code, because we have these other cheat codes we were given here, which we used throughout the thing. Crops recognizing. Activating Mystery Segment 3. Warning. Logic lost if viewed in random order. Proceed? No! Because that's one of the unique cheat codes that is given between the two playthroughs. So I need the other 2 cheat codes so we can view these extra things. Great, we're going to have to do that at the end of the episode. So no problem. Okie dokie, keep an eye out for those cheat codes. There's a few scenes added before the trial to add some context. You should watch them at least once. Scene 1 is starting up. Ooh. 1 week ago. Oh, this is definitely different.
Just relax a little. I know you've done this before.
Since when was I ever a vandal?
Trust me, you've done this multiple times already.
Why would I ever find this amusing?
Because it annoys Greg, who has to clean it up.
Who's Greg?
That really doesn't sound like me.
I guess it was, yet wasn't. It's like an alternate you that did it.
Then why would he enjoy it?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Alright, you just spray painted something.
Just like I remember.
If anyone asks, the angry red lass did it.
Wouldn't they notice that there's an extra D and that was is completely misspelled?
Shut up.
Seeing this kinda makes me feel more at ease. It reminds me of the Science Express.
The what now?
What was the train like? It must have been an advanced machine requiring a lot of care if I was part of the crew.
Yeah.
Advanced is an understatement. Maybe we can compare notes about both trains.
Huh, that sounds fun. Alright. What's scene 2 then? Because this is the one which involved DJ Grooves last time, I believe. Today, around 1:20-ish.
Screen for me if boss looks like he's wrapping up.
I think this is one of the ones we watched last time.
Got it.
So does this mean scene 3 is the exact same as before last time as well?
A giant hole
Yeah, it
to
is.
the ocean
But
and
this time,
drowning
this is where one of the
everything
codes
down
came from last time, so we'll see if it is there again. That's one of the codes I have last time. Am I in the different one, or is this the same one? Okay, so considering Scene 3 had the same cheat code as before, I have no idea what's up with that. Because Scene 1 is definitely the different one. Which means that the Conductor is the one that's living. So...
What? Shut that.
Don't know what this is about, then. So, let's just start up the trial and see what's different, then. Alright, starting the trial. Another trial. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I'm making an assumption, but yes, we have played half of these before. And yes, I will watch the B-plot just to see if there's any differences. And if there are, you guys will be the first to see them. But if not, I'll see you in the trial. Alright, that was absolutely in no way different. So what's the evidence? Limino and Blacklight. That's different. Limino and Blacklight. Blood traces were found in the laundry room, incinerator, infirmary, the fourth hallway in the auditorium. There's a lot, as well as a lot of unaccounted for black part. Might be usable even in court. Red was here. Red was here. These words were sprayed onto one of the walls of the 4th floor. It's been there for a few days now. Yes, there's more. Knife? A knife was found partially melted in the incinerator, likely a murder weapon. Alright, let's do this thing then. Ready?
Another
Great.
Can I just say how dumb you guys were for not noticing I only made one announcement last time?
Snatcher, we love you.
Get lost, Snatcher. Some of us are trying to solve a mystery here.
But precisely what she said.
Too bad. I'm the judge. Deal with it.
It's probably a waste of time, but you recommend going over everyone's alibi, even though you are extremely certain of who the culprit is.
Two of us were making crime-destroying plans at the time, so we can vouch for each other. What about the rest of you?
I got nothing.
Well, that was incredibly uninformative. What were you doing at the time?
Well, can I plead to the fifth?
Not really, you're not in America.
Please don't tell me you were stuck on the can.
Well...
Oh, never mind. Next.
Good save. Wait, he's undead. Does he even... Never mind, you don't care, and you don't think it's him. Moving on.
I saved.
I knew they'd hit that topic. I was pacing the hallways thinking about the desert. I still don't really understand why I'm remembering living in a desert near a factory that makes pumpkins.
That's oddly Pacific.
I was in the gym. I saw everything.
I'm sure you did.
Like peck you did. I'm the one who saw what you did.
Well, that was fast. We already narrowed it down to 50-50 short right at the start. Between the two, I'm sure it was Grooves.
Why? Why would she think that? Alright, this ought to be good. Hello, Hangman's Gambit. It's been a while.
Hi, everybody. Feeling good? Let's play our game.
Why are we spontaneously on a game show?
This time around, our category is thing. All the following letters R, S, T, L, N, E are where you now see them. Pick 3 consonants and a vowel.
I'm writing those down so I don't use the same letters again. If you want to spend 250 pawns, buy more vowels.
That's not how this works in the bonus round.
We're starting off with a game. We're starting off the game with a bonus
Please
round.
pick the letter so we can get back to the plot.
In order to preemptively prevent confusion, the skip option is here. Also, do not type 4 vowels. You only get 1. If you type a vowel, yeah, I remember. No, we'll try it. Pick a consonant. Okay. We've used R, S, T, L, N. So, D, because dead bird. B, because bird. M? And I. Good luck. Thank you for telling me to see dead bird something. Wait. Something R, something, I, R. What the hell ends with I-T-I? Graffiti? Graffiti? Is it graffiti?
Congratulations.
Thank you, Google.
Here's your
I love you, Google.
$25,000.
Can you have pawns instead?
It's not like this party's actually happening anyway, so the prize doesn't really matter.
Then what was the point of...
I caught you trying to pin this on me!
Ooh!
You did.
I love the fact that...
I caught you trying to pin
That,
this
you
on
know...
me.
Whatchamacallit. Last time it was Mustache Girl that did that. Mustache Girl was in the secret basement of Deadbird Studios. Her spray-painted image of herself on the whiteboard proves it.
Note to self, don't leave evidence flat out saying you were there during the sneaking mission. Yeah, I was down there before.
Yeah, what about it? Why was she down there?
Looking for timepieces, obviously. I guess my drawing gave away what did it, though.
Yep. You noticed. Editor's note, there is a whiteboard drawing in Deadbird Studio basement flat out saying Mustache Girl was there at some point. I agree, Minion. Can we make those two shut up?
Up their arguments first.
Yeah, we should. I love the voice actor of Penelope.
Okay, now we can get started. You two are extremely suspicious.
Yep, without a doubt. Both claim to be a witness to the murder caused by the other. The BDA confirms that you and Mustache Girl saw the body individually before the BDA went off. So there was a third witness before you two.
That wasn't me.
Same for me. I didn't see it.
Then it's one of those two. Despite the low number of suspects, the situation sounds difficult to decipher. Just like last time, you have a choice of music in the background. Would you like... Oh, you're choosing Ape Escape this time, are you? Okay. Well, mix of both, as intended. Ooh. This is some interesting music. What's happening here?
Conductor is clearly our culprit. He is the only one who could have killed the owl and my penguin.
Why's that?
That's crap and you know it. I've seen how you fight.
I would never kill my own bodyguard. How could you insinuate such a thing?
Because that's what happened.
We better
Is it?
add our points or they'll commandeer the argument again.
Yeah.
They both caused the commotion. They must have left behind a crap load of evidence. These two don't strike me as subtle.
No, they don't. Nobody around here can be described as that.
They probably tried covering their tracks or incriminating the other.
Yeah? Alright, I say crapload of evidence and Luminite and Blacklight.
Never thought I'd agree with you.
I can get good at these games. I am pretty good at these games at
decided to use
times.
that Luminol and Blacklight trick again to see where the bloodstains were.
And the gym, laundry room, fourth hallway, incinerator room, and especially the infirmary.
There were also a lot of missing blood packs. What were you idiots doing in there? Coating each other in blood?
No, he tried framing me by getting blood all over me. If anything, it's all his fault.
I'm the one who should be saying that.
I swear, you two act like children when you're around each other.
I mean, you're not wrong, they do.
You know it's bad when a child says that. Is there any way we can force them to just admit it?
Use the blacklight? Turn off the lights, spray them. Use the blacklight. That should
Not
work.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright, hold still.
But I didn't do anything.
It was definitely...
What the heck, darling?
Ugh, you called it in my mouth, Lassie.
Lights, please!
Ah, my ears.
This is definitely new. This did not happen last time.
Ugh, and people say I'm loud.
Yeah.
You two were absolutely soaked in blood.
Yep, so it looks like.
It's true. We tried to incriminate each other with the blood packs at the same time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure we steered in the right direction.
Keep
Alright.
telling yourself that, Graves.
Yeah.
Well, I have no reason to kill either of them. Especially not the penguin.
We know you do.
So
But,
we now
okay.
know they were both at the gym and tried framing each other at the infirmary, which led to a blood war.
That sounds like a cool war name.
But there was blood in 3 more locations. The hallway, incinerator, and laundry room.
And the infirmary.
Either of you gonna come clean about this? Or do we gotta force out how you got rid of all that blood?
Go on. Talk.
I'll go first. I went to my room after that happened to wash myself off, but I still had bloody clothes to deal with, so I threw them in the incinerator and used a different outfit. Then, I admit I did that. Grooves, your turn.
Understandable.
I washed off in my room too, but I went to the laundry room to wash the blood off. These jackets are expensive. I'm not just going to throw it away.
Makes sense.
Okay, that explains those 2. But what about the blood on the 4th floor?
That's a
I
good
didn't
question.
go to the 4th floor though.
Neither did I.
Then why was there blood there?
That's a very good question. What happened?
Alright, one of you is definitely lying. That stain must have an explanation.
Yeah.
You're sidetracked by the blood spill from Trial 3. It's a red herring.
Is it really this blood spill from Trial 3? I love that face!
Okay. I'm not certain if we can get them to admit that. And I'm not sure if it'll help us prove the killer anyway. We know they both tried framing each other.
That's
I
fair.
want to know about something. I'm more than certain someone tried to use it to pin this on me.
What?
Wait, what? Why? Because someone wrote red was here on the wall near the stain.
Are we sure it's blood? What kind of reaction is that? Oh, Conductor. That face then was so cute.
Okay, hold up.
Alright.
Does anyone else see something wrong with this picture?
Oh yeah, the background changed again. Why does the trial ground keep changing?
Has this happened before where it just changed mid-trial?
All the time.
Yeah, about 4 times. It was mostly the floor and walls, so thought there was some trick to it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Is that supposed to happen? Sure.
I still
Don't
love
sound
that
certain.
reaction.
Yeah, I'm the one responsible for this. Do you doubt what I'm capable of?
Completely. He's totally clueless too. So, back to court, you think? Alright then. Let's see this then.
Someone tried to frame me. I'm the only one dressed head to toe in red colors.
Right.
Conductor wrote that to throw everyone off, I'm sure.
Do you really think I can't spell? Don't treat me like some imbecile.
Getting louder,
Right.
more defensive? I must be right.
Sure. Why is red misspelled and capitalized? Is it supposed to be like a nickname?
That's odd. I thought only Mustache Girl had spray paint. Or maybe it was a gift shop item.
That's entirely
You must
possible.
have got it from the gift shop, then immediately ran off with a blood pack to add fake evidence to throw us off the scent.
Right. What should I do? Nickname. And... Conductor's account? I didn't actually read that. Their evidence is not really helping. Peck, I must be off my game. Red was here. Thank you, I think? I don't get what you mean. Alright, so... What if it's immediately and Conductor's account? Darling, where do I even begin? Immediately and Jim's condition. Immediately and Red was here. Sure.
Already, I admit it.
There! Okay.
Okay, fine. I wrote that.
Right.
You tried to frame me? Oof! Not who I.
I wrote that days ago.
That is probably very true.
You did?
I didn't notice, honestly.
Snatcher, tell them I wrote that days ago.
Yeah.
I'll only do that if it's true. It is.
Right, fine.
You really love screwing with people, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why
Very
did you
well.
write that days ago instead of just now? I don't think he was trying to frame you. but I don't really get why he wrote that.
Owl made him.
Do I really need to explain this?
Yes.
You'd look suspicious otherwise.
Very true. Maybe you can coax him into admitting why he wrote it if you guess correctly. It's his first name. Meanwhile, Jesus Christ!
Inside of the
oh, good lord. Yeah, that's the correct response to everything that's happening.
This is what happens
well,
when you
that
don't
happened.
fire.
Yes,
I'm a
that
roaring
happened.
flame.
Can we go back to the plot now? Yes! Let us go back to the plot of the main story.
I didn't expect that.
Uh-huh.
Why did you hide your name?
That's none of your business, lad.
Uh-huh.
How did you get away with even me not knowing?
That's a good question.
It's not your business.
Uh-huh. Why write it now? And spell was with a UZ.
Stop asking questions already! Focus on the flocking trial!
Very well.
Yeah, really. You need as much time as you can to figure this one out. Even then, I'm not sure if you will.
I mean, at least he's honest about it. Back on track. We need to find some evidence to figure out WTP what happened here.
Okay, so all 4 birds were in the gym, right? Why was that?
Yeah. Does she really need to ask that question? Because of the letters.
Right. Duh.
Letters? You got a letter too?
Yeah. Your letter reads as follows. Kid, I think our crime-ruining plans are being listened in on by the traitors. Let's meet up secretly at the gym at 1:30. We'll take down the Empress and Mafia boss, no matter what. Mustache Kid. You assumed it was fake because it was a letter, which is easy to fake. Especially if you don't pay attention to someone's handwriting, which you assume most don't.
Mustache Girl, I think the traitors are listening in to us. Let's meet up secretly at the gym around 1:30. We can discuss it further there. Bo Kid. The handwriting was a match too.
Yep.
How did you confirm it was a trap beforehand? I knocked on a bedroom door and asked. If it's real, we can reschedule. No big deal. But if it's fake, I'm walking face first into a death trap.
That is extremely reasonable.
My letter was pretty similar, but it was also kind of bland.
Yeah.
What did it say?
Nomad from the Alps. Seriously? Nobody calls me that. I think someone is planning murder. Let's meet up secretly at the gym around 1:30. We can discuss it further there. Anonymous.
That's pretty bad.
It's
That
almost
is
as
very
if they have
bad.
no idea what to write to get me to go there.
Yep.
You both fell for it, didn't you?
Gee, what gave you that idea?
Is the handwriting the same too? For everyone's letters?
Anyone
Yeah.
got a pen? Or maybe we can use the Subconate's mail collection?
Do it. I want to know who set me up.
Obviously, it's a
Clearly it
snatcher.
was you who set everyone else up.
The minion dumps a bunch of mail on the floor, and everyone except the conductor, except the directors pitch in as they're too suspicious.
Hey, this is my letter to Santa.
Santa doesn't exist, kid.
Well, yeah, I know that now. But still.
Why did she ask Santa for a rocket launcher? Even with the second route, there's so much to laugh at.
You really need me to answer that to know why?
Do we even have a North Pole? Oh, cool. You wondered why Hat Kid never got the memo about the metro you sent her after joining her. Now you can prove it wasn't you.
Hey, I sent this request for herbicide to get rid of those flowers ages ago.
Boss, why did you return my own mail to me?
Oops.
Anything from either of us?
Found one from Deadbird. It's from Grooves.
Yeah?
I found one with Conductor's name at the bottom.
Whose handwriting is it?
I can't find a match.
That's...
Me neither.
Yeah? Now that you think about it, they might have been altered. They might have altered their way of writing.
You got a letter from Snatcher?
The nomad shuffles through his mail for a letter from Snatcher.
It's a match.
What?
Are you serious?
I mean...
Let me see that. You set us all up. What did you do?
Yeah...
I didn't kill anyone. I just figured you should all spend some time together in the gym. Some very violent time in the gym. Haven't I been giving motives this whole time?
Not good ones, apparently, Mr. Snatcher. You are more than certain he has more to do with this than just
You
that.
people keep saying that every trial.
And isn't it true every
Could
trial?
you at least come up with a better trap letter for me?
I love how that's your complaint.
How am I supposed to do that with someone as passive as you? Nothing about you stands out.
Wow. Wow. Focus. We still need to solve the case. So now we know Snatcher made the birds go to the gym to make them kill each other. What else is he hiding?
Nothing. Stop asking.
You'll have to bide your time.
Okay, all four were lowered to the gym. Maybe the next thing we should look at is the gym and what was in it.
Okay. Very well. Let's see if I can remember this, because I should have looked at all the evidence beforehand. God damn it.
The gym might contain a clue.
Yep, probably does. The scene of the crime usually has the most evidence. You remember a lot of damage was done in there.
Damage that only Conductor could have done. He loves his action movies way too much.
Says the peckneck who goes overboard with the pyrotechnics to the point where it's a miracle the studio hasn't caught fire yet.
That is very true.
You're just jealous that I have more style than you.
You really don't, actually. I love Conductor's style.
Style over substance is a bad thing, you idiot. That's why nobody likes your movies.
Take that back.
Are we going to have to deal with this for the entire trial?
Precisely.
It looks like it.
He's trying to pin everything in the gym on me. How do I counter his denial? Only Conductor and knife. Why the peck? Would I even consider this evidence as an option? I don't want to die. Pyrotechnics and the gym's condition. Why would I second guess myself on that? I know it's true. He loves pyrotechnics to a dangerous degree. I guess I should try refuting him instead of second guessing myself. Alright, so it's only Conductor. And I keep skipping too much to be able to see these. And it's not knife. Letters? Darling. Then what about the gym's condition? Then it's clearly Conductor's account. Yep.
You fucking joking?
Clearly. Clearly I'm not good at this. Password discovered. Cool blue.
Like peck, it could have been only me. You're the one who smashed your stupid disco balls into everything. And how many of my saw blades and knife props did you steal last time?
At least we know the saw blades are yours.
By that logic, you could easily have stolen my props.
Yeah.
But did I? No! You stole my stuff when you attempted murder in the basement.
Whoever voices Conductor, you are bloody amazing to be able to do that. Absolutely amazing. This isn't going anywhere.
What else can we bring up to move this forward? The Snatcher file or the class trial rules? Those are usually pretty helpful for solving the case.
Yeah, they are. Oh shoot, we didn't even look at that, did we? Let's see, Penguin was strangled, Owl was stabbed.
And we don't know who the killers are?
No. They seem to be onto something. We forgot to address the murder weapons.
Man, we're off our game today. Okay, the knife that killed the owl.
We definitely saw it. It was in the incinerator. In Hufiyumi's pants. What the hell is that? What the peck kind of answer is that? Yeah, that's what I thought. The knife wasn't completely melted in the incinerator to the point where you could still tell it was a knife.
The knife used to kill the owl just so happened to have gotten disposed of with the Conductor's clothes?
I love how you look so innocent.
And what about
in
the
this.
penguin? I think the evidence is here in the room with us.
Darling,
Yeah.
you were very sloppy with this one. That's what you get for what you did to them.
They're not talking about me.
Yeah.
You're seriously insinuating I did it. I have no reason to do that.
I know why it's you.
Your mic wire. Toilet? What do you mean? Your
If
mic
you
wire.
didn't murder someone with that wire for your microphone, why is it frayed in the center?
Yeah.
Because you attacked me. Obviously, it was damaged when I defended myself.
Oh
Let
yeah?
me get a closer look. I can identify strangulation easily.
And I think I'll ask this again, like I did last time. Why can you identify strangulation easily?
It'll just prove I'm telling the truth.
No, that's definitely been used as a murder weapon.
Yep.
Are you really supporting such an outlandish idea? Why would I kill my own bodyguard?
Yeah.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just solving the case.
Yeah. Alright.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Scream that I did it all you want. I know for a fact you killed both of them.
And what's that?
I don't fully remember what happened.
You
What?
don't say. Are you going to feign innocence by pretending to forget what happened?
Okay.
No, this thing happened before. It happened way back when the tourist agreed to be my cameraman.
What do you mean? He was glowing like a rainbow. He was glowing like a rainbow. A rainbow, darling? That sounds vaguely familiar. In a bad way. Like, you just watch what happens.
I really don't remember much of what happened, except for the owl's face when I stabbed him.
You admit it? Holy crap, he admitted it.
I don't even know if I'm the blackened or not. All I know is that I'll die if I get voted off instead of him.
Alright.
The worst part is that I know what he's talking about. Grooves, that happened to you at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it quite clearly. He definitely killed both of them.
Are you sure?
Grizz is in denial that that's what happened.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, he's lying, and he's bad at it.
Yeah. Yeah. At least Conductor is willing to admit it. What's with the background? What's with the cars?
I would never kill my own friend.
But you did.
But you did. We already figured that out.
Yep.
Shut up. I know you did it.
Okay, but where's the proof you didn't then?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to prove you strangled him with your own hands?
Jeez, I bet that would make a very gross noise.
Yeah.
It sure did. Oh, the sound of bones snapping. Way too satisfying.
Really?
You have problems.
Proof you didn't. Hands. Yeah, I think it's got something to do with his hands. And the knife. Helping Grooves prove I killed both of them would be a terrible mistake, even if I wanted to. This doesn't help me figure it out at all. Alright. It sure did. And snatches a cat. Sure, there we go.
Letter of the judge by agreeing with them.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean, it sure did?
I meant what I said. It made a very gross bone-crackling noise. Why? Am I not supposed to be entertained by that?
No.
Not if you hit the mute button. How did you hear that from your security office?
Me and my fat mouth.
You were there! What did you do to me? To us?
Atta! What the heck did you do?
He forced them to kill each
all
other.
you want. I'm not the one that did it to you.
Alright.
No, I refuse to believe I was controlled into doing that. I'd have resisted.
No, you wouldn't. He'll never accept this.
Answer me! Why did this happen?
I plead the fifth.
Jesus Christ! What kind of reaction is
Right,
that?
plead the fifth.
Oh, I can definitely plead the fifth in my own courtroom. I refuse to answer. After all, your lives depend on the horrible, horrible truth. Maybe try figuring out which of these two idiots is the blackened.
And you know what? I think I actually prefer this trial over the one I had before. You'll pay for this, I swear. If I make it out alive, I'll kill you
Conductor,
myself.
Grooves, we need to reach out to the truth.
Okay.
Sorry. I bumped into the stand and the Penguins MP3 player went off.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not yours. Give it to me.
No! It's evidence, and I don't trust you. It seems neither of you know what truly happened either.
No, they don't.
Instead of attempting a kind of smear campaign to make us choose one over the other, regardless of everyone else's lives, we all work together to ensure as many of us make it out of this as possible. I know one of you won't like the truth, but we got to reach it.
Yep, we do. Alright, Conductor. I want to live. I have a train to take care of, a family to get back to, movies to make. But killing others for my own benefit? I'm not like that. Even with my preference for enforced method acting. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have saved her. I still can't believe Hatlass is dead. Permanently. Will I be Ness? Will I be next?
I don't know how many times I'll have to say it before it finally sinks in. He killed both of them.
We'll go wrong!
Ah!
Sorry, yelling was rude of me, but that's the only thing he's been saying the entire time. Grooves, if you want us to believe you, you need to bring up evidence.
Yep.
You can't just say, Conductor did it, over and over until we get sick of hearing it.
Pretty much.
I can't prove it.
Then shut up so the detectives can work.
Excellent reaction,
You
minion.
scare me sometimes, Grooves. This is the second time I've seen you get like this.
When's the first?
Okay, so we know that Snatcher forced both of them to kill in some indirect way. Meaning it's technically his fault, but because Snatcher forced it through Grooves and Conductor, one of them is the Blackened.
Correct.
That sounds right.
So, we just have to confirm who the Blackened is between the two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the rules, only the first killer is the Blackened between the two. The others are essentially pardoned.
When you say essentially, what does that mean? We need another trial after this one.
No, I won't make another trial for the second killer after this one.
Whew.
I was worried for a second there.
The final question that solves this mystery once and for all. When did they die? The Snatcher file was vague with this by using around 131. Okay. I remember this bit. Although I really like the music you've chosen here.
We just need the time.
We do.
How are we supposed to figure out the times of death if they happened at the same place with no reliable witnesses?
Alright.
Did anyone hear or see anything that might tip us off?
Don't think so. The only thing we got is Conductor's memory.
I wouldn't trust that, considering what happened.
Yeah.
Isn't there anything you can remember?
What can we do to figure out who died first?
The final determining factor is time. If the owl died first, then... But if it was the penguin, I live. How could we figure this out? No reliable witnesses. Broken machine. I'm sorry, I don't really understand where you're coming from with that. Heck. Damn, Then here, and the music player? Yeah! Second try! Password discovered, yellowy.
Wait, Red Hooded Loss. What was that thing you bumped into a few minutes ago?
An MP3 player?
You said it was the Penguins, right? Is there some sort of log on it?
MP3 players do that?
Let me see here.
Check for a song that started or stopped around 131. Maybe something happened when it hit the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, found it. He was listening to something at around 12:21:09, and the player was stopped at 1:27:54, then started again at 1:31:27, until I found and collected it at 5:23:12.
Okay.
1:31:27 sounds like our estimated time of death for the Penguin.
Makes sense.
Okay, what about the owl?
Oh, Peck, the owl's weird. Whatever the machine it's supposed to be is still up there.
The one with the giant gash in it?
It probably broke when I stabbed him. I didn't check it thoroughly.
Yeah.
I did, but I didn't know it was important. If I had known, I'd have written the time down.
Okay.
Boss, can we have the thing?
I'll get it.
If
I
it has
get
the
it.
time of death, we'll know for certain.
Yep.
Hey, I'm sure it'll all be okay.
How could you say that? I'm think I'm gonna die.
Poor Conductor. He feels so not pathetic, but you feel so sorry for him in this version.
Well,
Not one word.
when have you been this hostile? It's almost as if you think I did it.
You did do it! Oh boy, do they? Oh boy, do they? Guess the news of the basement incident traveled fast.
All right, I've got your evidence. Ready for the grand reveal?
Yep.
Taking that as a yes, as you probably guessed from what I just said, it does have a clock in it, and it's broken so that it stopped moving forward.
Yeah.
So, what's the clock say?
Yep.
The clock says, drum roll, please.
What kind of drum roll was that?
Is that really the best you can do?
What the hell happened to the background, by the way? I just noticed
I thought
it again.
The gift shop was a flocking roulette wheel.
I am not in the mood for this.
Now is not the frickin' time for that!
All right, jeez, lighten up. It's almost like we're about to attend a funeral.
We are!
Are you done?
Killjoys. All right, the time says 1:31:41.
Okay.
1:31:41. The penguins was 1:31:27? That's a 14-second gap.
Yep.
Wait, this means the first kill was the penguin!
Yep.
I can already see where this is going.
Are we ready to vote?
I think so.
Well, you don't need to look like that, Bo Kid. This is kind of a sad moment.
Let's get it over with.
Indeed.
What the heck?
Stop him before he kills him.
No! Get off me!
No!
What just happened?
You know, I always wondered why the more unstable DR kids didn't try that. Well, Grooves was caught as the blackened. In case that wasn't obvious. I'll take it from here.
Did Grooves just try to strangle him, and then Snatcher just said, "I can't understand why the more unstable Danganronpa kids didn't try that"? Really?
Let go of me. This is fraud. It's not true.
I almost had a blackout there. Blackout! Saving the image! Alright.
Did he really get this bad before?
When Conductor said he gets unhinged, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah. You already knew that from first-hand experience. Yeah.
To the execution!
Okay. Alright, this looks cool. 20 grooves. What's going on here? Death by pyrotechnics? What's that on the side? A timer, a charge up gate route? What just happened?
Boo!
Boo.
I love how they boo the death. But yeah, what just happened? DJ Grooves was killed. He seemed nice on the outside, but inside he had problems. You wonder if things would have gone differently under different circumstances. But it doesn't matter. Your impression of Grooves likely won't change that easily. To you, he will always be the second man to Conductor. You wish you could say something about the owl or penguin, but you barely got to know them.
Did you know about that basement thing?
No, I didn't. I guess you were worried for nothing, though.
Alright.
I'm glad I was worried for nothing. That means Bokid had no chance of screwing up the vote. she voted wrong during the third trial. Even with majority votes, if she voted wrong, she could have died.
Yeah. And just reminder, in Trial 3, Snatcher stated you only get one warning for voting wrong.
And now we'll never know why the owl was screwing with this TV set in the spa.
I still don't really get that. Did he know this room has no cameras in it?
Huh.
Maybe, but the secret of the TV died with him.
Yeah.
Is it ready yet? The fire, I mean.
I can't burn my contract yet with it being weird because I'll be a dweller, but these are should be fair game.
Okay.
Alright, picnics. I know you jerks knew the culprit.
Okay.
Conductor! It's not what it seems like.
You knew the blackened and tried guiding us to the correct answer while working with the only known traitor who didn't even try to stop you.
Alright.
Well?
Okay. I guess it's exactly what it looked like.
I love how Conductor is a lot more accepting of what happened than DJ Grooves ever was.
How the fuck did you know? I didn't know and I was there!
That's very true.
The camera badge.
It's way more useful for looking around than people ever seem to notice.
Yeah, it is.
Why? Why didn't you say anything?
If I did confess that I saw the whole thing, I'd have to make an excuse for how I knew when that was going to happen or which vent to look through. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
And what's the dirty truth you had to keep hidden?
The fact that we stole Snatcher's property.
That's fair.
What?
I love that. What?
Oh, I would also know this guy heard about this from me, right? Here's a riddle. So if I blab about the boss's plans to the Nomad, and the Nomad's discovered to have been on lookout while I stole his contracts, how screwed are we?
That's a very good riddle.
You're betraying Snatcher, and you're helping him.
Sounds about right, yep.
I wanted to prevent this, but...
It's not possible. Boss was antsy and he wanted a kill. So help him God, he's gonna get one.
Yeah, that's Snatcher.
What the peck did he do to me?
Here, read this.
Oh.
I never signed this. Wait, the traitors he said about.
For you, Grooves, the blonde girl, and the mafia boss.
Huh.
I'm burning these. Now.
The Nomad throws Mustache Girl's contract into the fire.
Look at that magic paper burn.
Is the fire supposed to be blue?
It's the magic paper burning. Don't worry too much.
Okay.
Alright, it's destroyed.
A small blue wisp puffs out up, then out of existence.
That was pretty anticlimactic.
They throw in the mafia boss's next.
Wait a minute. Is this the kid's signature? She drew her face right next to it. Why would she betray me like this?
That wasn't her intention. When I confronted her about it, she didn't even know that happened. She just looked at the objectives and rewards.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sold my soul for a parade costume?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you thought that was bad, she sold mustache girls for a bucket of paint.
Jesus Christ, I love this. I wish I'd had this one originally.
Conductor, it's okay now. It's bad, but it's over now. All we need to do is...
Conductor throws his shared contract into the fire. The contract burns blue, the wisp puffs out, fades, and slowly Conductor feels a little less empty.
This is a lot to take in, even if it's only one revelation.
Prepare for the second.
Take your time.
So, now we need to prepare for Trial 6.
This is why I prefer Conductor over Grooves every time. Just look at the reaction Grooves had in the last episode compared to the reaction that Conductor has had in this one. As well as how much Conductor helped us along with this trial compared to Grooves in the last one. Well, actually, no, I think that's about the same.
What do you mean, Trial 6?
He means grab a bucket of blue paint and make sure the others have something on hand, because next trial, we're getting rid of Snatcher.
Okay.
Getting rid of Snatcher? How would we even get him to agree to a trial in the first place? If you're planning murder, I'll stop you right now.
Relax, I still didn't burn my contract yet, remember?
Okay.
What?
He's planning on using his corpse to instigate the trial once he burns his contract and loses his ability to stay in it. It'll look like another murder. All we really need, though, is to corner him in the trial ground, wait until his morale is down, then attack.
That's... Wow, okay, thanks for telling us the plot of Trial 6.
And what are you gonna do? Expose him? He probably got rid of all the evidence. That was your job, wasn't it?
Was the blood next to your name from Trial 3 a casualty?
Right.
Is the answer yes?
Yeah, that was the implication.
Yeah.
We didn't have access to floor 4 at that point.
Yeah.
Meaning that?
Hot Lass was framed, and you made me vote wrong?
Yeah.
She's got her timepiece. She's definitely still out there.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we planned that.
So that's why she barely defended herself.
Yep.
Seems like everyone else was pretty convinced.
Okay, you picnics. I'm in. What's the plan? I might have good tips for this. How are we going to go about this?
See? Grooves just waved this off and went to go drown in his depression. Conductor is actively saying, let's take this bastard down! Conductor is so much better. The three discuss meetup times and decide to keep the majority of the details among the three of them, biding their time and to involve the girls. To the B-plot!
So the culprit that attempted...
What the heck am I even looking at? I don't remember this part of Metal Gear. Oh, hey. We got the 2 snakes password. Yeah. Okay, I think we're now at the bonus scene, where we're going to find out what happened to Grooves. Several hours later.
Alright. It's about quitting time. Let's relax for a bit, get some sleep, and continue in the morning.
Okay. Sounds good.
20 grooves is around here. We could take in nightlife before we hit the hay.
I think 20 grooves is around here. We can hit the night... 20 grooves is actually a club? Grooves is nightclub? Who's running it?
Probably the Moon Penguins. If Grooves is in Snatch's trap, then he's not gonna be in here.
Unless they died.
Unless they died.
They enter the club, and in the middle of the dance floor...
Come on, guys and gals. You can dance better than that. One more time.
There's a baby Grooves.
Is that who I think it is?
Darling, turn up the tempo.
Alright, baby Groove. Why do you have a bloody dummy in your hair? That's totally who he thinks it is.
Let's go to the hotel.
At the hotel.
So, Grooves was killed in the killing game.
Yes. Yep. Seems like nobody really freaked out, did they?
Yeah, he might have returned a lot earlier, and then everyone got used to it before we got there.
Alright. Regardless, Grooves went from old enough to have grandkids to young enough to have living grandparents. There must be consequences for this.
Yeah, who's going to run the club?
Or keep the studio from going under. Guess that's Conductor's job now.
Pat Kid, Timmy, you know about this time stuff, right? Isn't there any other way that they can fix this?
You could, if adult me or Tim would show up and fix everything already. Where is he? The bathroom? Oh.
Can your adult self, or Tim, the CEO of Time, fix this? All of this?
Tim is the CEO of Time? Between the two, you'd bank on Tim. The problem is that he's eccentric and kind of unstable sometimes. You wouldn't begin to know where to look.
Even if we did find him, there's a limit to what he can do without time breaking apart. I guess if timelines are merging together, the effects must be difficult to comprehend and deal with.
Yeah. Right, timelines are merging, which makes it multiple times worse. He'd have to revert them back with several different timelines, datas mixing together. In other words, Grooves is stuck like this with no chance of going back. Maybe if they weren't merging, it'd be much more possible, but...
And I take it using the timepieces to go back would add more layers of an alternate timeline weirdness and just make it all worse?
Yes. Tim's still your best shot, with your adult counterpart as the runner-up. Unfortunately, you are very far from the nearest bookstore to try her. One step at a time. We gotta fix the collision first, then go from there.
Is time always this complicated?
Time does whatever it feels like at the moment, more often than not. Okay, we'll sort out all this confusing stuff later. You need sleep first. Looks like everything's starting to finally slow down and take some breath. Who would you like to see reacting? Walter and Greg. This event may vary. No kidding.
Okay. I was able to figure out where Red is after asking the Pex where he is.
I love how you swear just as much as Red does.
A death game set up by Snatcher, right?
He asked around too.
As much of a pain as he is, I still care about him.
From what I've heard, he might not even be how we remember him. Apparently he's a hotshot movie director.
Yeah, he is.
He's a different timeline version of himself.
Yep.
What should we do if he doesn't remember us? What if he does, but goes back to the movie industry? We'll be short-staffed.
Yeah, makes
That's
sense.
not what you're worried about.
I know. But what do we do?
These poor brothers.
I don't know. And I was hoping you did.
Greg and Walter have achieved C support. Those poor brothers. Worried about their brother. Alright, well, that's all of them. So, we've seen all that. Let's just end this. Alright, let's end the level. Now it's time for your rewards for not failing the challenges / doing them all. First of all, the credits. If you want to read the credits, go back to the last video. Because there, I'll have seen all of them. This video, we're now going to quit this level and just see what all that bonus stuff is from all those passwords. Alright, let's see these cheat codes. I think it was Grobic was the first one, right? Password Grobic recognized. Activating mystery segment 1. Okay. I'm certain almost everyone is wondering where I've been this whole time. Time colliding with itself and everything merging the way it is. The thing is, I was on a different planet at the time, dealing with its own time distortions. If I were to describe Earth's use of things like time twisters, third energy, and inexplicable time rewinding abilities with no explanation, we would be here all day. I'm on a quest to save the planet from all matter of time anomaly, save the world, and put an end to this madness. Unfortunately, why do you people keep saying I'm dead? Why do you people keep saying... What the Christ is this? I gotta deal with this DR crap first. Don't ask me how exactly a bunch of highly trained combatants wound up yelling at each other in court. Even I don't know how I wound up in this. Seems to be a common thing for this scenario. Right now, what matters is discovering the truth of the murder. Hat adult. Stuck in a courtroom with mostly time-traveling heroes and platforming experts, and one of them is a murderer. This ought to be interesting. Wait, what the fuck is this? Here's the evidence you'll want to know for this segment. / piano. The piano moniker played... The piano moniker played on often. Hat Adult would often come here to sing Mass and request Monica to play the piano part of the song. Sayaka's account. Sayaka and Toro were playing something, which roughly translates to Mesel Gear Solid. The Saru pun in the title was lost in translation. Third energy. A notoriously unstable time-altering energy signature was detected nearby. Okay, let's start with alibis. Konami Negi. I was in a room by myself at the time. Toro Induce. Toro was playing a video game at the time. There's still a lot of dog tags I haven't gotten yet in that game. I was trying to find my watch. I really, really need to find it. I was trying to find the ghost. I think it might be in here, the courtroom. Miku Hinasaki. Is that the person from the Fatal Frame games? What did you say? I was trying to find a ghost. You're not very loud most of the time. And Coco Bandicoot. I don't even need to guess who that is. Or the person next to her! It seems like we have no solid alibis yet. Alright, just gotta follow Makoto's example and shoot lies with the truth. Where do I even start? Find my watch and third energy? My first time in a courtroom and I'm already doing a bad job. Okay. No solid... Did you just shoot Coco? I swear I didn't mean to do that. Hey, what was that for? I'm not shooting at you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. You're sure she meant to make a counter-argument? Yeah, I was trying to say that Sayaka and Toro just vouched for each other. I thought that was pretty obvious. Oh. Now we can continue with... And the segment's over. I'm not making this level have 3 freaking trials in it. That'll take forever. Oh, and to the players that typed this password in, thanks for playing it. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, what's Blackout? Is Blackout the 2nd or the 4th? Activating Darkest Segment. Alright. Earlier, during Vanessa's encounter with the shapeshifter, pick an attack. Alright, what's with the singing? Because I know this is the song for fighting the, it's the Darkest Dungeon song for fighting the Merryman. No, it's not the Merryman, this is just the Darkest Dungeon Cove battle music. But what is the singing in the background that's not normally there? Icicles. Shapeshifter's move. Pick an attack. Freezing Touch. Shapeshifter's move. Pick an attack. Cold Shoulder. Bad positioning. Need to be in the back or second to back row. Chain Down. Okay, Icicles. Why am I playing Darkest Dungeon? Why am I... In case you're curious, this segment is scripted. Not much will change on replay. Why was I playing Darkest Dungeon in fucking Hat in Time? Jesus Christ. Alright, Crops was 2nd. Or is it? What's 2 snakes? No match found. Alright, fine. I'll put the space in. Activating Mystery Segment 2. Warning. Yeah, we can watch this. We watched the first one. And so, after much emotional turmoil in the room of judgment beneath the halls of education, our many heroes and heroines split across the planet to eliminate the plethora of immensely powerful threats plaguing it. Our story begins with these 6 heroines, forged in fire and stronger than steel, destined to stave off these horrible abominations and prevent catastrophe from destroying the planet as a whole. As the strings of the multiverse began to unravel, so do their chances, so it is imperative they commence operation immediately. Go forth and save the world. Sure, boss fight time! I was right, it is the person from Fatal Frame.
Paralyze! Move! Out of the way!
much as you really don't want to interrupt the this epic battle of epicness that a blonde dude in spandex can pull off on his own against like 20 of these things, you kind of have a massive problem right now. Can everyone see the ghost blob, or can I see it? So I think I can see it, so I think all of us can. Okay, good. That'll make explaining this easier. Take it away, friend. So you want to know why time's all out of whack? Well, there's a lot of reasons. But here's a big one. My friend, Tim, he's the CEO of Time. But he's been frozen solid and can't really keep an eye on time right now. So you're all going to Subcon very shortly to save him. Can we do something about the giant robots first? There's more? How many are there? They'll be done eventually, but for now, let's leave them be. Rukia, what the Christ have you made? Alright, what's segment 3? Even the bathrooms are haunted now. How could this get worse? It could be much worse, Miku. I'm being rhetorical. I've almost gotten ripped to pieces by a rope curse and turned to ash. You make going to the hot springs to get an old man's underwear sound like a walk in the park. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing you had to deal with? Miku leveled up. Alright. I wonder if I can still go to toggle to trade. Editor's note, Miku Hinasaki is also in Monster Rancher. And that's it! That's everything I know of. I've tried every other code. It's just to get it to the various different points. So that's everything. Wow. Jesus Christ. Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today then. So what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.